So now the next thing to do is to hook up the entire hook up the main to both the provider and to Hive. So we come to the main, the actual main.dart, and we could start off by cleaning it out. And after that, the first thing we do is import, of course, Flutter material dart, and after that we create the main method. We could say void main, and here is where we register the Hive adapter, and here is where we would register the Hive adapter. We could say Hive dot register adapter, and pass in the associate adapter, like so, and yeah, like this, and we put in that, and then when we run the app, we want to run the associate. I've not made it yet. Associate app, like this. The associate app will basically be our entry point, and it's going to be a stateless widget. So we could say stateless, like this, and say associate app, like this. And let's import Hive. And how come we're not getting that? Okay, we could just import it. We could say import and say hive.dart, like so. And after that, and this is supposed to be run app, not run app, like this. And of course you're supposed to put in that, like so. So that's how you register, and you can see this adapter when you come to the generated file. It's called associate adapter. So this is what we're talking about, right? So let's go to main.dart, and it's all in the documentation. If you look at the documentation, you can go over exactly how you register and you do all those things. So yeah, the next thing we need to do is initiate Hive. And if you want to have a look at that, you could come to the Hive docs, and you could look for initiate Hive, and well, we could read and write. No, what about quick start? I think it's in the quick start. And hive.init, use hive.init. And first we need access to our directory and the phone. So we're going to create a method which is going to return a future. We could say future, call it _init Hive, like so. It's going to be async, remember, because we're waiting for it to reach into our phone and get access to the local files. So we're going to say var there equals await, and you're going to use the get application directory, and yeah, like so. And of course we're going to have to import the path provider. Remember, we set up in pubspec.yaml, we used the path provider. So that's what we're using to get access to the files in our phone. And after that, we are going to call hive.init, pass in the path to our directory, like so. And after that, we need to hook this up to change notifier provider at the top of the widget tree, because this is the entry point of our app, so that we have access to provider, the provider package. You're supposed to put it high up in your widget tree. So yeah, and this comes from the provider package. I've not imported it, automatically imported itself. And we use the create, take the context. we want this rebuilt every no, we don't want it rebuilt every time. So I would say just say take the context and use the associate data like this, right? And I think we need to, oh no, we actually, it's supposed to be the context. Do we have associate data? I think we need to import associate data like so. And of course it needs a child. It needs a child, and the child is going to be the material app like so. And the material app, we're going to remove that annoying banner thing first, debug term, and we're going to set it to false, the one that's on the corner. And the title of the app is going to be we'll come back here and see. The title of the app is going to be associates, right? And this needs to be a string. We could, let's just set it like this. And yeah, and theme, we could just pass in a theme. The theme, this was what I was doing when I was creating it. That's why the colors come off a bit like a Tower of Babel with a lot of different shades of green. Colors dot light green accent, like so. So let's just make it official like that. And after that, we want an initial route. Let's create an initial route or route, depending on what side of the pond you learned English from, and then create the other routes like so. And yeah, and after that we are going to have that, and we're going to pass in the context, and it's going to return a future builder like so. Oh, sorry. And the future is going to colon init hive like this, and the builder is going to take in the context and a snapshot, context and a snapshot. You can check out the documentation for all this, and we could say if snapshot dot connection state is done equals connection state dot done, we could have if, just go through everything. If snapshot dot error is not equal to null, we can print, ideally we would log, but let's just print the snapshot dot error like so. And then we would return a scaffold with a center. Have I gotten the center correct? Yes. And the child is going to give us the error message. We're going to say text. We could say error establish connection to Hive. So this will tell us if there's an error, and after that we're going to have an else. we're going to return the associate return, the associate list page, like this. And of course we need to import that. I think it's been imported, and I think this is supposed to be in the scaffold, like so. So we cut that, we come here and we put it here. Or where is it supposed to be? Else come to the center. We can delete this here and put this closing brace here. So we have else, and else is going to be return. Yeah, it's going to be else return, and then put another one, and then say else return scaffold, like this. First things first, I noticed we haven't put for the scaffold there, like so, and we put a comma, get rid of that, and after that we have the associate list page, and else we return the scaffold, and we return the scaffold, then that, and then we delete this, and the future builder, we add another route. We could call this for forward add associate page, and of course we add in the context, and this one takes us to the add associate. It's called the add associate page. Okay, add associate page, like so. Supposed to put a comma here, like so. So yeah, that's basically it, and I think we have everything that is required to do. So what is required now is to hit the run button, the moment of truth. Let's hit run, and it's going to take a bit of time, and yeah, so basically we have done everything that is required. We have built the various pages, the add associate page, where you can add an associate, the edit associate page, the associate list, the associate view. Before that, we built the model, then we generated types from the type adapter from it using build, and we created widgets we could use. That's the list, the tile, and the toast, and we created the various CRUD methods in get associate, add associate, delete associate, edit associate, set active associate, get active associate, and associate.count. And so we put everything together finally. Oh, we also had utils. These are the logger messages, the D, the E, the I, and the W. Hopefully we want to get any of those. And of course we put it all together. We used provider as a change notifier provider. So put it high up in the widget tree. Then we put at the top of the widget tree, then material app was a child, and we set light green as the accent, and yeah, it seems like everything is working. So let's have a quick run through our methods. So first, let's create someone called Maxwell. His phone is going to be 890. His age is going to be 78. He's going to be a senior. He's going to have joined today, and we hit save and we should see Maxwell. His phone is 890. So yeah, the add works. Let us delete. Let's hit delete. We hit delete and oh, it doesn't disappear. We must have made some mistakes somewhere. So let's look for it and deleting Maxwell so the logger works. Unhandled exception type int is not a subtype of type associate, so associate data. So let's go there. Oh, okay. What we have here is await box.add. This should be delete like this, and then we pass in the key. So let's do that. Let's try that again. Let's hit delete and Maxwell disappears. And let's return him. Maxwell is 234. That is a senior. Pick this date. Hit OK. Hit save. We delete works. Let's look at edit. So Maxwell, let's call him Maxwell's. Let's put a 7 here. Let's put a 6 here. Let's hit that. Okay, wait. Notice the phone. There's something on the edit page that we need to fix. So let me just have a look at it and we fix the edit page. Because if you see the numbers, if we hit save, the phone doesn't change. So I'm guessing we messed up a bit in the edit page. Let me just have a look. So I found the error. The error is that when we come to the phone controller, we reach out to the widget.currentAge.age when it should be dot phone. I think we made a mistake when we were copying the various texts. So let's hit save and the phone should change to 3456. So when we hit, I think we may need to, should we reload? Yes. Let's go back, do this, edit 23456 like this, hit save, and yeah, now the phone controller works. What other things? Let's check our validation. So let's try and create someone and hit save, and we get give entry a new name. You see we have that red toast. I think it flashes too quickly, so I think we should consider making it a bit longer. Where was it? It was in the widgets. So we come here and okay, 2 seconds is enough. Yeah, so just give entry. So we create one that get a longer name. So yeah, so let's write FG, and we get FG. Everything else is initialized. He's a junior, the date is today, the age is 0, and the phone is 0. So basically our app is done. Every single method works. Hallelujah. And yeah, and we have no error messages except maybe on test, but everything else works. So thank you for following me through this series, and we have now a complete app. You can play with it, you can mess around with it, you can add new features, you can ask questions in the comments, and I will see you in the next app. Have a good day.